You are here because you are determined and eager to change the trajectory of your life. Today, I will explain how I made my first $100,000 before entering my 20s and the 5 reasons why every ambitious young adult should invest their money. When the average person thinks of investing, they often think of things like stocks or crypto. But investing your money can be a number of things, including investing in yourself, investing in knowledge, or even investing in a business. At just 19 years old, in a span of only 8 months, I went from making $25 an hour as a nanny to generating over $100,000. My name is Inayah. I am a 21-year-old 6-figure Airbnb host and 7-figure entrepreneur. But my journey getting here wasn't easy. A few years ago, I was listening to an audio called "Your Wish is Your Command" while I was getting ready for work as a nanny. At the time, I was 18 years old and had just started college. In the audio, the speaker said, if you want to change your life, you have to change your life. Although this sounds like such an obvious principle, hearing these words and implementing them is what brought me to where I am today. Right after turning 19 in May of 2021, I decided to invest my money from nannying into starting an Airbnb business. When first getting started, I was filled with a lot of fear and doubt and wondering if the business was going to work. A lot of my fear and doubt came from the fact that I worked so hard to get from where I was previously to where I was as a nanny and able to save up that much money. One of the biggest things that allowed me to get over this fear was asking myself if I was more scared to try Airbnb or more scared to stay where I was at. My first month becoming an Airbnb host and actually getting the property listed, I made a little bit over $3,000 in revenue. Making $3,000 in revenue during my first month was about what I was making working a full-time job as a nanny. By month 3, I generated almost $6,000 in revenue, bringing in almost $4,500 that month in profit. Once I realized I could make more from Airbnb than I could from my full-time job, my entire mindset changed. What I learned in that moment is that investing my money into something that could generate me income and scale it had the potential to make me more than my time ever could. At most, everyone only has 24 hours in a day, and we will never have more than that. Instead of spending all of your time working and then spending it on something that will never bring you anything back, think about investing that money into something that can make you more money. In October of 2021, I decided to stop working as a nanny to put all of my time and focus into scaling this Airbnb business. Because I was seeing success with my first Airbnb, I was able to take the income from that property and use it to get my second Airbnb. In November of 2021, I decided to get my second property. By the end of November, I was making 5 figures a month off those 2 properties at just 19 years old. Although making over $10,000 a month as a teenager was a huge achievement for me, I decided to continue investing the money to make more money for me. Once I understood that I could average about $5,000 per property, I realized that if I got at least 10 Airbnbs, I could be making $50,000 per month. From there, I invested all of my time and money into scaling my Airbnb business. By April of 2022, I generated over $133,000 from Airbnb. Right after turning 20 in May of 2022, I got my 11th property, and that same month I made over $58,000. By continuing to invest in myself and in my business, I ended 2022 by generating over $380,000. Of course, doing this has made me a lot of money, but it has also given me these 5 things. Number 1, financial independence. Financial independence is the status of having enough income or wealth sufficient to pay one's living expenses for the rest of one's life without having to be employed or dependent on others. By gaining financial independence, I no longer had to rely on the families that I nannied for. The income from my Airbnbs allowed me to reinvest back into the business, pay for my living expenses, and live my desired lifestyle. Passive income is a type of income that is acquired automatically with minimal labor to earn or maintain. Since starting Airbnb, scaling my Airbnb business, and then putting my automations in place, I no longer have to spend a lot of time to make money. For example, in my Airbnb business, I spend less than 30 minutes per week actively working. Passive income provides financial stability and flexibility because it doesn't require continuous effort like a normal job does. Financial stress is a condition that is a result of financial and/or economic events that create anxiety, worry, or a sense of scarcity. Before starting Airbnb, I remember waking up every morning and checking my phone to see what bills I had upcoming. Every day, I felt myself stressing over how much money I was going to have at the end of the month. Knowing that you've created a solid stream of income gives you confidence and peace of mind for your financial future. Number 4, freedom of time. Freedom of time is the ability to choose when and how you want to work without being restricted by a schedule. Today, I am thankful for the ability to get to choose how I want to spend my time and what I spend my time on. Having freedom of time allows me to focus on more of the things that are important to me, like spending time with my family, spiritual growth, and seeing the world. For you, this will give you the flexibility to pursue other interests, hobbies, or spend time with your loved ones. Number 5, wealth accumulation. Wealth accumulation is acquiring money, properties, or other assets that increase a person's net worth over time. Since starting Airbnb, I went from renting to owning my very first home. Although it requires discipline, knowledge, and hard work, it is achievable even as a young adult, and the rewards can be significant.